There are majority of companies like Instagram, Netflix, OpenAI, Spotify still use Python even if it is slow. First, let's compare the Python with C language and find it out who is slower, who is faster. By running and loop for 1 billion times, the Python will take around 6.8 seconds to run, and for the same code which is written in the C program will take in zero point 0.1 second. This is an 68 times faster than the Python. Now let's see what happens when user is running in Python code internally. First, it will take your code which is you are writing into .py file, and whenever you are clicking on run, it will go for a lexer which is a lexical analysis, which you can say it is read all the code of the syntax line by line by taking each and every sentence, or you can say line of the particular code, and passing it into a proper token and assigning it a proper identifier. For an example, in this code, there is an example of a is equal to 0, where s is equal to identifier equal to is an proper operator. That's what the lexer do. Then it will gonna pass it to the parser. Then parser will gonna take that particular tokens and will gonna check that whether the syntax is correct or not. If the syntax is correct, then it will gonna create an abstract syntax tree and pass it to the compiler, where compiler will gonna take that particular abstract syntax tree and create it into an bytecode and store it into an .pyc file. By storing it into an particular pyc, it will gonna reuse whenever the user is running without changing any source of code. So the Python will skip this all three portion and directly jump into this particular part, and then that particular bytecode will gonna pass through an Python virtual machine which is built on top of C language, and it will gonna execute each and every bytecode step by step through an CPU, and finally the user will see an output in the terminal. There is majority of four reasons that why the Python is slow. So the first one is basically Python is compiled plus interpreted language. C language is properly compiled. Whenever user is enter or hit run, then it will gonna read all the source code, convert into a machine code and directly passing into CPU. But in the Python, it will gonna create bytecode and passing into the Python virtual machine, which is built on top of C language. And the another reason is dynamic typing. So basically here we are seeing is that particular x is a list, but if we want to change it as an tuple, or you can say string or integer, then we can do it on the runtime. The another reason is each and everything is an object. So here we are seeing x is equal to 5 is basically object, its type is integer, value it contains is 5. And the main reason is for the Python is slow is GIL, which is a global interpreter lock, which will gonna let Python to execute one thread at a time. There are many things which is built on top of an Python. For an example, the NumPy, which is 100x faster than the Python. NumPy is built directly on top of C and will use an computation of C language, not in Python. So for the heavy computation, it will directly go for the C language. So the execution time will go far better than the Python. There are some things which built on top of Python which will make an Python as an extremely fast. For an example, NumPy, Pandas, TensorFlow, PyTorch, Fast API. So all of the things which is built on top of another languages, for an example C, C++, or you can say networking, which is an HTTP concept. If you want to use native Python, then the Python will slow. But if you want to use an external libraries or external frameworks, then Python is 100x far greater than it. Because of that, all the supported external frameworks and library, the big company use it for the simple syntax, huge ecosystem, excellent for AI, rapid development, strong community, and easy to hiring. Yep, that's why the majority of company use it to save the faster in the production, and as well as supporting the speed through an external frameworks. That's it. Thanks for watching.